My name's Scott Eeles. I'm breaking-in supervisor at Godolphin for the 11th year, and my job is to get all of Sheikh Mohammed's horses educated and ready to race. Our breaking process we've refined over the years. The days of breaking the old way for us are long gone. Ours is all very contained, and the greatest thing for the greatest asset for me at Godolphin is having John O'Shea and Henry Plumtree and the likes reminding every year there's absolutely no pressure, regardless of that horse's value, to have it in, and having that confidence in me, knowing that the horse is going to be there when it's ready, is that's very rewarding. A good example of our system here is when we take them to the pool for the first time. That horse, we have someone behind them, I go in the water with them. As soon as that horse shows any interest in the water, everything stops and we let it be. If that horse decides to look around or go backwards, we'll just chase it up a little bit with zero pressure, and everything stops again once it has another look at the water. And 99 times out of 100, that horse will go in a matter of minutes. A horse will also have to trust you. You cannot force any horse to do what you want if it doesn't want to do it.
Scott's affinity with horses is very, very strong. Scott has always had a great affinity, actually primarily with all animals. He's very caring in that regard. And also, to a certain extent, he takes some of the younger members of his team under his wing in the same way, and acts as a strong mentor for some of the younger people going through. But his relationship with his animals, I think, is very important to him. He sees them as a sort of work in progress, a constant work in progress. When you talk to Scott about horses that he's dealt with over the past 10 years, he can remember each one and every foible and every little thing that a horse will do. So he really treats them with an individual respect.
Every Monday morning when the float door opens, like unwrapping a Christmas present, because everyone's keen to see what they're going to get. And you do get your favourites, but it's not always for the right reason. Sometimes it's your favourites because it's the nicest looking horse, and it's the other ones. As I've always said, the best educator of any horseman is a bad horse. They'll continuously make you think outside the box. It happens to me every year. Sometimes you actually have to try and think what that horse is thinking, which is as hard as it is to do. I've laid awake for many nights. You have to think that they're just like little kids, and every little kid has a different temper, a different tolerance to pressure, and that's the way we have to handle them, and they are all treated as individuals.
Touching on Scott's affinity with the horse, I think he sees that horses can also have a very positive influence on some of the other areas. Certainly our involvement with riding for the disabled has had Scott at one of the hearts of that. His ability to see what horses can do with with human interactions very strong, and we have built a strong relationship with riding for the disabled. Scott has been very much one of the drivers in that.
What makes me get up in the morning? It's it's a basic love of horses. It's part of my life and always will be. It's the challenge every day of having different horses to educate, different staff to communicate with and teach, and just seeing the results not only for us, we're just a small stepping stone in the whole river, but all of Godolphin. And it's a great honour to be part of Sheikh Mohammed's dream to be the biggest and the best, and hopefully we have some physical part in doing that.